So we are one day away from the release of the book Suffer the Tougher, and I have to tell you that it's a very surreal experience for me. Um, Thinking back at all the struggles that I've had and the battle to get sober, and now to be sober and to live a life of recovery and to be able to help others. The one thing I want to emphasize is that when I was battling, obviously everything was before COVID, and I got sober pretty much during COVID. In fact, I'm coming up on my 5 years of sobriety on July 17th. So I was part of program. I was in a lot of hospitals, in a lot of rehabs, in a lot of AA meetings pre-COVID. Then everything was shut down during COVID, and then everything opened up after COVID, and I was sober. And once I got to a stretch of sobriety, I started volunteering, speaking at the hospitals, um, doing presentations, sharing my stories at AA and so forth, and being part of the program as a patient pre-COVID versus seeing what I'm seeing now. There's just something that's going on out there right now that I really can't explain. I mean, things have completely changed. There's completely overcrowding at the rehabilitation facilities, the rehabs. There's complete overcrowding at the hospitals. The attendance at the AA meetings is a lot more than what it was pre-COVID. Support groups, the attendance is up as well. And people are struggling out there right now. People are struggling with financial stress. People are struggling with relationships. People are struggling with relationships with their children, their significant other. And there's an addiction crisis that's going on out there right now. And when I say addiction, I'm not necessarily talking about alcohol or drugs either. There's addictions to gambling, there's addictions to shopping, there's addictions to video gaming. It's really quite unbelievable. And because I'm so open, honest, and transparent on my social media, what I've noticed is that there's been a trend, okay, of people reaching out to me. It started very innocently when I first got sober and got open, honest, and transparent, and it's just snowballed as well. To the point, literally, where like during the week, I'll wake up in the morning and I'll have sometimes between 8 and 10 either text or Facebook messages from people asking for help. They're just going through a rough time, dealing with anxiety, dealing with depression, dealing with alcohol, substances, gambling, whatever it might be. During the weekends, it's a whole nother ballgame. It could be north of 20, sometimes north of 30 people reaching out over the course of the weekend. The issue is I'm just one person. Kelsey's just one person as well. And, I work during the day, so I can't sit there and make 8 to 10 phone calls every single day, or I can't make 20 to 30 phone calls on a weekend. I have to have some type of work-life balance, excuse me. So the thought process here was to write this self-help book that pretty much is conversational, that's going to tell you when you're dealing with the pain of life and the struggles of life, how to get through them in a healthy way. Lord knows I did not get through them in a healthy way for a long period of time, but I've learned how to live the right way, and I've learned how to get through them in a healthy way. It's focusing on diet. It's focusing on getting your body moving. It's focusing on daily rituals, daily disciplines, positive affirmations, a lot of reframing or self-talk in the brain. Trying to focus on the positives of the situation. And quite frankly, the addiction component really is just a small part of the book. Really, the book is a self-help book that's going to help people, one, not go down the path that I went down, and two, if they are going down that path or already down that path, it's going to help them get out of what they're dealing with. It's not designed to replace the meetings at AA or the support groups at various organizations. It's not designed to replace your relationship with the therapist if you have a relationship with the therapist. That's all necessary. The issue is that those items are only 1 or 2 hours of your day. What are you going to do with the rest of the 22 hours of the day to have a good mental health day and to stay sober if you're dealing with some issues on the addictive side? And again, we're not just talking about alcohol, drugs. We're talking about eating. We're talking about gambling. We're talking about shopping. Any obsessive disorder or any obsessive trait that you might have, typically is a form of self-medication. And there's ways that you can get through those challenges of life in a very healthy way. And what we decided to do is lay it all out in a book, because quite frankly, what he overcame was completely different than what I overcame. But at the same time, when we started talking, our daily rituals and our daily disciplines pretty much mirror each other. And that's when we had this aha moment that it just makes sense that no matter what you're dealing with in life, there's certain things that you have to do, to feed the feel-good chemicals in your brain, to focus on your serotonin, to focus on your dopamine, to focus on your oxytocin, to focus on your endorphins. And if you got activities that are going to affect that in a very positive manner, you're going to be able to deal with the stresses and the pain of life. If you're doing things that's going to affect that chemistry in a negative manner, like gambling, like drinking, like drugs, like eating, okay, or not putting the right foods in your body, it's going to affect that chemistry in a negative manner. So we decided to get it all out there. I think pretty much anybody can benefit from this book because, you are going to go through stresses and pains of life. And when you're going through those stresses and pains of life, you can either let the pain break you or you can let the pain make you. For a long time, I let the pain break me. And now the pain is making me. And it's making me a much better human being physically, mentally, spiritually. And that's the goal. We want to spread that information to everybody out there so that way they can benefit from our knowledge, from our live life experiences, and apply that to them. So for those of you that are buying the book, I truly hope that you enjoy it. I know you're going to get benefit out of it. And I want to thank you. I want to thank everybody out there for the support that this has gotten, for the support in purchasing the t-shirts to support Mental Health Awareness Month. That's very important to me because I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot in my lifetime. I've seen a lot of people not make it, but I've also seen a lot of miracles as well, and I'm one of them. And my goal is to hopefully see people get on the right path so that way they become one of those miracles as well. Thank you.